Hello everybody and welcome to lesson 2 of maths this week, and today we are moving on to money. We are counting money in pence and understanding the pound and the pennies or pence symbols, okay? Our learning objectives will be to identify amounts of money by counting in pence and to count in 1p, 2p, 5p and 10p coins. And get used to what they look like, okay? So what I want you to do now is write down the date in the next space in your book and then write down the learning objective, LO, which is to identify amounts of money by counting in pence. And you'll need to underline that with your ruler so it looks nice in your book. So pause the video now, do that, and then unpause when you're ready to start today's lesson. We'll do that in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start off with our daily starter. So it's our 4 questions. What I want you to do is pause the video now, try these 4 questions, and then once you're ready to check your answers, unpause the video, and then we'll see how many you got right. 3, 2, 1, revealing the answers now. Okay, let's see what you got. If you got 1 or 2 or 3, that's great. If you got 4, big well done, congratulations. Just to get your maths brain all ready for starting the new topic today, which is money, one of my favourites. Okay, let's have a look at what we're doing. Right, let's look together at this money. Why might we need to know how to count in pence? Why might that come in useful? Where might you use money? Yeah, that's right. You may be buying sweets from this shop. That's possible. And not everybody uses their card or their phone to pay for stuff all the time. People use coins still too. So we need to know how to use them to count our change, don't we? Right, so we've got a couple of questions here. We're going to work together to do them. So on the screen, we can see a lot of 1p coins. Let's count them together and then put our answer in here, okay? You don't need to do this, it's just one for me, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count with me, 5, 6, 7p. So here I would write 7p, and that of course is a symbol for pennies. Right, let's see what we've got here. This is, look, there's a different symbol in the middle of this coin if you look carefully. That's different to that, and this looks bigger too, so this must be a 2p coin. And we're going to have to get used to what these look like for the rest of our lesson as well. So we're going to count in 2s, aren't we? So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 14p will go in here. What do you think this coin is? It's a silver coin, isn't it? So it's slightly different. And this one, I can tell you, it's a bit bigger. So we know that it's a 10p coin. Okay, let's count up in our tens together. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we'll have 40p in here. Are you with me? I hope so. And then we've got 2 more to go. This coin here is small and it's silver. It's a 5p coin, okay? So we've got, where's my cursor? Lost it, there it is. Let's count in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30p. So we've got 30p here. And finally, this looks like a 20p coin because it's a different shape, isn't it? Look at that. It's different to the others. So we know it's a 20. So we've got, count in 20s, 20, 40, 60. Well done if you managed to count in 20s. That's very good. So we could put 60p in here. Should we check the answers? 7, 14, 40, 30, 60. Woo! Good. So you might notice that even though there are more coins here, that's a bigger amount of money there because this coin is worth more than one of this coin. Okay? Once you've got that, you're fine. Let's have a look at today's lesson. Okay, today's work. If you want to try to do the green question and remember our signs, remember we're going to be using the longer than or the more than and less than signs as well as the equal. If you need a little reminder on that, then that should be in your book as well from the comparing lengths lesson too. But I'm not going to tell you anything, otherwise it will give it all away. So if you want to try the green question, pause the video now and write down the amounts in your books with the correct signs in those places, okay? And then once you're ready, unpause the video and we'll check your answers. 3, 2, 1, now. Here is the other half of the questions as well, so you might have to unpause the video between me, because I couldn't fit it all on to the page and show you actually how much the coins were as well, otherwise it'd have been too small and difficult to see. But there were 3 questions for the greens, okay? So give those a go. Make sure you read the questions carefully and try your best in your book before you move on to check the answers. So we'll move on to have a look at the yellow questions in 3, 2, 1. Now, here's the first question for the yellow chili. You can unpause once you've done that one, and then I will move on in 3, 2, 1. And here are the other 2 questions. So there were 3 questions for the yellow chili as well. So once you finish that first question, yellows, there are 2 more questions to do. And once you finish that, you can unpause the video and then we'll check our answers to the yellow questions. Okay. And finally, the red question. So here's the first one. Pause the video now if you want to try that. Remember the meaning of the signs. So that sign, I think, is a smaller sign, smaller than. Make sure that you get B, A, and C in the right places. And then your second question and third question is here. Okay, so have a go at those. Make sure you read the questions carefully. Write the amounts down in your book as well as the letters. So, for example, if you think A goes with 3, then we put A3. It might not. I've just said that randomly. I haven't looked at the question, so don't believe me. But unpause the video once you're ready to check your answers, which we'll check in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. Oh, it looks like I've missed out one of the answers. We'll go back. I'll have a look at it for you, actually. So the yellow question, number 3. Let me go back to it. I'll tell you what I think. Here we go. So, oh yes, it's this one here. Okay, we're using the more than, less than, and equals to compare the money. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and we've got 10p here. So 12 is greater than 10. So we're going to use the more than sign, yeah, which is the second one there. Then the second question, we've got 40p, and we've got, because you've got 20, 20 is 40, and we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, that's the equal sign, okay? So it's equivalent, it's the same as. And then finally, 10, 20, 30 against 50p, well 50p is bigger, so we're going to need the less than sign or the smaller than sign in there. Okay, that's all the questions for the fluency. I'll move on to the reasoning in 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you want to try the green reasoning question, pause the video now and then unpause to check your answer. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you want to try the yellow question, pause the video now and then unpause when you're ready to check the answer. 3, 2, 1. If you want to try the red chili question, pause the video now and then unpause to check all the answers, which hopefully this time I'll have all of them ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's check the answers. There we are. And look, it turns out that in all questions it says there are various answers. So even if you haven't got the exact coins in here, it might be the same. So go back and carefully check that you have one of the correct answers as well. Okay? Right. Once you've done that, we'll move on to the problem solving in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try one together. Jack selects 4 of these coins. He can use the coins more than once. What total could he make? What's the lowest total? What's the greatest total? Okay, did I put anything? Yes, I did. So, for example, we could choose the 20. We could choose, it says you can use the coins more than once. We could choose the 10, and the 10 again, and then a 1. And then how much would we have? We would have 20 add 10 is 30, add another 10 is 40, add the 1, 41p, yeah? So we could use any combination, yeah? This is a trial and error. What's the biggest total we can get? Well, we could just keep using the biggest coin over and over again. And that's what we've got here. So we've done 20. And if it's the same, we could even use our multiplication. So 20, 20, 20, 20 makes 80p. So 4 lots of 20 coins is 80p. And the lowest total, we just use the lowest coin and do that 4 times. So that would be 4p. Okay, great. Let's have a look at the questions that you've got. Right, it's all the same. Everybody, the greens, the yellows and the red chilies, we need to make sure that we can draw coins in our books that make these statements correct. So we've got some coins here, then we've got a symbol, and then we need to do some on the other side. And then we've got some coins here, and we need to do some on the other side here. So again, there's going to be lots of different answers that will be correct. Just make sure that you know what those symbols mean and that you put them on the right sides. Okay, look, it says for the first one, any answer showing less than 30p on the right is correct. So that's your clue. Go back if you haven't paused and done it, because I moved on quite quickly there. So go back and pause and have a look at the coins and then do what you need to do. And then unpause for these answers. And yeah, these answers show that anything less than 30p on the other side is correct. And on the other side, anything less than 25p is correct as well. Okay. So what have we learned today? We have learned how to count in pence. But what is different about the coins that you've counted? What's different about those coins? And is the group with the most coins always the biggest amount? Why? Have a think about that. Anyway, we're going to look about counting in pounds tomorrow. So our knowledge of counting in pence will come in very handy. Well done for all your work today, guys. Fantastic stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more maths.